So you'll notice we're getting a little closer to the spinning wheels, which means that we're getting a little closer to actually learning how to spin on them. But, as I said, I'm going to be talking a lot about energy and how a classic drop spindle, used for centuries, is no different than the spinning wheel. The only difference is, with a drop spindle, you create the energy with your hand, and with a spinning wheel, you create the energy with your foot or feet, okay? So let's just compare. First off, creating the energy. If you're doing it with your drop spindle, of course, you just spin your spindle. If you're doing it with your wheel, now you've got your feet on here, and away you go, okay? Same thing, you're putting energy into this machine. It's a machine, okay? So the next thing you do is you control where that energy goes. Remember, you control how, and I'll show you in detail later, but you're controlling that energy going from your spindle or your wheel into your fiber. Okay, same thing. When we're spinning, your fiber is going to be out here, and you're going to have the energy coming through and then going into your fiber. Same thing. The next thing you do with a drop spindle is once you've spun as long of a strand as you want, you have to put it somewhere so that you can move to the next section, right? Same thing. Now, how you do that on a drop spindle is you store it right here, okay? How you do it on your spinning wheel, you affect how hard your bobbin pulls on your yarn, and that is twofold, actually, okay? How hard your bobbin is pulling on your yarn is going to control how quickly you load your energy into your fiber, and how quickly, when you're ready, that the bobbin takes your strand up to store. Same thing as your drop spindle. You have the strand, okay? The weight of the spindle controls how hard this pulls on your fiber. Same thing as your bobbin on your spinning wheel. Then you just load it right on to your spindle, and you're going to be loading the fiber that's been spun onto your bobbin, okay? And then you repeat the whole thing. You treadle, and you control your fiber. Pretend this is your drop spindle. Just think horizontal. It's coming out of here, and you're going to just be managing how you spin it, okay? The key, as we get going, is finding that perfect balance between your energy building and your drawing out your fibers. When you use a drop spindle, it's kind of a stop and go motion. You do this, and then you stop, and you put it on, and then you start again. The only difference in a spinning wheel is ideally it's all one motion. And you pull your fibers out, and you plot, put the twist into them, let that strand go in, put the twist into it, and all the time you're keeping a rhythm going with your spinning wheel, okay? So you're doing this, and you're going in, and you're doing this, and you're going in. And it's the most relaxing thing. And your wheel allows you to do very finite changes so that you reach your personal comfort zone of how quickly you're treadling, how quickly you pull you're drafting out your fiber. The whole thing can be set up just for you. And the other thing you need to remember is, once you make the jump from a drop spindle to a wheel, there's no difference between the styles of wheels in terms of their function and how you manage the energy. It's just kind of personal. Like, I really like having a wheel I can take around, so I like a light, simple wheel. Maybe in your living room, you want something that's more elegant. It just depends. Now, there may be more finite options on a more elaborate wheel, but they still do the same job. So don't get all fussed about that. Get one that speaks to you, one that speaks to your lifestyle and makes you smile, okay? And oftentimes, actually, I name my wheels because I spend so much time with them, and they're often sort of names like Elizabeth and Beatrix and, those kind of names. But it's nice. You're going to spend a lot of time with your wheel. Should be your friend, okay? Good.